Antes de ir para o Watch Time, viemos dar uma passadinha aqui na The Hype, onde temos o pessoal da Statera, tem algumas outras marcas também, Sartori Bilhar, Sherpa, Isotope, Holten Rich Watches, Zurich, Keisenberg, Oberland e essa aqui que eu confesso que eu não sei como ler. Esse aqui é o Holten Rush, ele é feito em impressão 3D de titânio. Bom, vocês estão vendo que o mostrador está transparente, né? Isso é chocante. Estamos aqui em Nova York com o Rafa, vocês já viram ele aqui várias vezes. Sobre a marca a gente já conhece. Eu queria entender o que você achou do público comparado a principalmente Europa, que é onde a gente está mais vezes, onde a galera está mais concentrada, né? Vamos dizer, onde tem mais eventos.
Uma parte do público acaba que é o mesmo, porque essa galera tá
Viajando,
indo para lá e para cá. Muitos colecionadores estão aqui, moram aqui, enfim. E obviamente esses caras estão também em Genebra, tanto em abril quanto em setembro. Especificamente nos eventos que a gente participou, eu achei um público muito maduro, focado, que sabia exatamente o que ele estava vindo ver. Uma das coisas mais legais foi o cara sentar aqui na frente e... vocês são lá do Brasil, Statera. Então as pessoas conhecem e muitos, inclusive, falaram assim, não, eu vim aqui para ver vocês, entendeu? Eu vi que vocês iam estar e vim para ver vocês.
Legal, né?
Completamos 1 ano de trabalho do ST2, que é um relógio que...
Parece que foram 10, né?
Parece que foram 10, né? Porque andamos igual notícia ruim, né? A gente pode dizer que esse foi o último roadshow aí dessa introdução do ST2 e da Statera como uma marca com essa pegada mais artística. A partir do ano que vem, de abril, a gente vai introduzir uma nova coleção, né? Um novo relógio, Genebra.
Estaremos lá. Cara, então aguardamos novidades em abril.
Isso.
Tá logo aí, né?
Tá logo aí.
Feliz que a marca está no circuito, né, internacional dos colecionadores sérios. Sinal que ainda tem um caminho enorme para percorrer aí.
Eu acho que o fato da gente ter sido aceito, né? Então hoje as pessoas conhecem a gente.
Que é o mais difícil.
É o mais difícil. As pessoas já nos conhecem, as pessoas já esperam ver as nossas peças. Constantemente está presente, mostrando a cara, mostrando o trabalho que a gente está fazendo. E é sempre muito legal quando a gente vem e, de fato, mostra o relógio, a reação das pessoas é sempre assim, caramba, é mais legal do que eu achava que seria, é mais legal do que nas fotos. Inclusive, dessa galera aqui falando, cara, vamos fazer uma colaboração, vamos colocar um dial de vocês nas nossas peças, enfim. Inclusive, vem algo bem especial com um dos caras que está aqui para ser lançado no Brasil. Tá? Vou dar o spoiler aqui já. Tá?
Com essa encerramos o papo com o querido Rafa. Obrigado, Rafa.
Valeu.
Parabéns aí pelo trabalho.
Obrigado, cara.
E a gente se vê em breve. E no vídeo de hoje estamos diretamente de Nova York na feira Watch Time, a feira mais relevante do final de semana aqui em Nova York. Vamos ver o que temos de legal. Tem Glashütte, Breguet, Blancpain, Ressence, Frederic Constant, Chapek, o mundo inteiro está aqui. Então vocês já sabem, não se esqueçam de se inscrever, compartilhar, ativar o sininho e vem comigo. Aqui é a entrada da Watch Time, temos algumas marcas independentes, algumas você já conhece, Constantin Chai, que a gente falou no Geneva Watch Days, Bianchet, que a gente falou no Geneva Watch Days no ano passado, que é uma marca que usa proporção áurea para construir os relógios, Sarpaneva, que é uma marca da Finlândia, bastante curiosa. HYT, Zeit, Vilken, Artia e Cyrus. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui, Bruno? Começando ali pela Sarpaneva. I'm here with Stepan Sarpaneva. He is founder of the brand and watchmaker. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, Stepan, how the brand started? What are your ideas? How do you put them in the watches?
I started my brand 22 years ago. I'm based in Helsinki in Finland. But before that, I worked in the industry in Switzerland on the watches. And when I was doing the repairs at Piaget or Parmigiani or something, creating something new there, I was always questioning why they are doing it in this way. So I had my own ideas. In the end, I made my first watch 26 years ago. That was like the start of everything. Nowadays, what I do, I'm very much inspired by the moon. It's a very romantic complication because you don't really see that it's moving, but it's still there. So I enjoy something like that. I used to work on a mini repeaters, tourbillons, perpetual calendars. I was making those for my living in Switzerland for different brands. On my own watches, I try to make it more simple. I have two different watch lines. I have like the SUF Helsinki, which is more like a classical type of watches.
And this is more daily.
Yeah, that's more daily. But still, these also we make a very small edition. So, so like this watch with Aventurine dial is only 12 pieces. We make around 50 to 60 Sarpaneva watches per year, and around 200 of the SUF, 300 of the SUF Helsinki. So this is 80th anniversary Moomin watch, Moomin characters. So we have the complication behind, and it's running all the time. It's not jumping once in a day, it's going very slowly. We have an optical fiber glass that brings up the function. So the white part is superluminova, and it jumps up through that optical fiber glass. The accuracy of the moon is a one-day mistake in 14,000 years.
Stefan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hope you succeed in your journey.
Thank you.
And hope to see you soon.
Hope to be in Brazil soon.
We can organize something there. We are here with Giacomo from Bianchet. So, Giacomo, this is the new release.
Yeah, rose gold watch.
And it's the same philosophy used in
The other watches, yeah.
The
So
other
only
watches.
tourbillon, so there's always a tourbillon. The idea that this model is ultra thin, 1.9 millimeters tall. These are very resistant sporting watches in the sense that can hold up to 5,000 Gs of shock resistance. As you can see, it sits nicely on the wrist. The watch is curved, it's not flat.
This one is the first one that was in a closed dial or no?
Yes, this is the first dial we made. More of a classical look, let's say. This watch will come with the rubber bracelet and the titanium bracelet, so you can easily switch them.
How much is this one?
138.
Esse aqui é o turbilhão em safira mais fino do mundo. Olha isso. And it's all in-house?
Yeah. In-house movement. We have our own watchmakers. This is the carbon version. So high density carbon. It's 500 layers of carbon compressed, which makes it super light. So it's 55 grams. The material is very resistant in the sense that it's virtually unscratchable. I think the product is very well executed. The prices are right. So at this point, it's just a question of people. They need to know us, to understand what we do. But I think the brand is going to do quite well.
Bruno Entusiasta. Aqui você consegue configurar o seu Wild One-Off. A galera tá curtindo muito North One. Então vamos dar uma olhada aqui no que temos. Conversando aqui com o meu amigo Bruno Entusiasta, várias dessas marcas a gente acabou de ver no Geneva Watch Days. Então a gente vai focar em marcas que a gente não viu ou que não estavam lá. Uma delas, Parmigiani Fleury, favorita de Bruno Entusiasta. Você tem 10 favoritas, né? Tonda. Olha a elegância desses relógios. Eric Entusiasta, chama no B-roll. Bruno, a sua marca favorita falou que não era o ambiente correto para gravar vídeo. Como é que pode? E aí? Vamos gravar outra coisa então, né? Vamos lá na Chopar agora, que é uma marca que o pessoal pede muito no Instagram.
This is our jumping hour. It's a beautiful watch. It's a white black Grand Feu enamel dial on a gold base plate. It's a white gold case, limited to 100 pieces, all numbered. You have the beautiful Geneva Seal and COSC certified movement, which is a 98 base, 4 barrels, and this is 8 days of power reserve.
Beautiful.
40 mm of diameter, 10 mm of thickness.
The dial is enamel or
Yes, it's enamel.
is onyx? Enamel.
It looks like onyx because the enamel is almost too perfect, and it's a real jumping hour.
And what's the price?
It is about 60,000 USD.
60,000.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is my favorite Alpine Eagle. Why? Because I think it's just so unique on the market. There is nothing else like that exists. First, it's a high frequency movement, which is really rare. 8 hertz. And that's one of the rare high frequency movement which is COSC certified. The other COSC certified high frequency is the Land Dweller from Rolex, but it's a 5 hertz. It's also ceramized titanium case, so extremely convenient. Light as a titanium, hard as a ceramic. The cool thing here is that you also have the ceramized titanium movement, which I think it's really unique. As you see, the balance wheel is smaller, much higher in frequency. We work with silicone escapement as well.
Nice.
So very, very special piece, only 70 grams. That's one of the lightest with the rubber strap.
Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm here with Christian. He's from Leica Camera. And if you guys don't know, Leica is into watches recently.
since
and nice
20
watches.
Since 2022, we entered the watch market, but this is really just a continuation of our 100-year relationship with time, which started with our founder, Ernst Leitz here, who went to Neuchâtel at the age of 20, studied as a fine mechanic, and then he brought that microengineering experience back to Wetzlar, where we had the opportunity to create a camera that was not only small and portable, but had a timing mechanism fast enough to finally freeze time at the speed of light. So therefore, people weren't just taking pictures in 1 second, they could take it up to 500th of a second. And this revolutionized photography for the 35mm platform that we all use today, whether it be digital or film. Of course, we make watches in celebration of that fact, of that relationship with time, that impact on time that we've had, not just measuring, but also obviously capturing time.
Nice. And I heard that you guys launched a new watch.
We did. So we've got 3 collections starting in 2022, 2023, and 2025. Our flagship model is the ZM1 and 2. These models feature a push crown, which is a mechanism that relates to photography. So if we want to stop the time, we click, time is stopped. We can then adjust the time very easily. And once we reset it, we click and the time starts again. It enables really accurate time setting, and it's really more of a creative and innovative take on a somewhat conventional function. So we're really proud of this. This featured Andreas Streller as our architect for the design of the movement, Achim Heiner, which is a camera designer, and Reinhard Meiss, who actually worked for Lang & Söhne back in the day and created the push crown for us.
Nice. I really like this one.
That's our ZM12, so that's our latest collection. This one features a designer by the name of Markus Eilinger, who created the Moses Streamliner, the Big Pilot from IWC.
Nice.
And the Zenith Chronomasters, which are great. So we have a good connection to history in terms of watchmaking design, but in terms of the actual dial itself, it's a dual-layered design with hand-lacquered orange, the inside slats. And when you rotate the wrist or light changes, the camera reveals its orange color versus that blue soleil finish.
Really nice.
And the dial's made over a 2 to 3 week period with a 30-step process, which is incredible.
So it's truly watchmaking.
Well, not only that, may I also add the fact that the movement is made by Chronode. Chronode is headed by Jean-Francois Marjan, who made the Legacy Machine #1 movement.
Nice.
He also makes in charge of Cyrus and their movements, and he makes this movement just for us and another brand, which is highly modified for us with that industrial finishing that Leica is known for. So we are very proud of this movement. It's extremely accurate and it's exclusive. You will not find this in many watches at all.
And which one is your favorite?
My favorite is definitely this one. I also am today wearing the green. So this is the Urban Green, which we made in 50 pieces of the ZM1 and 50 in the ZM2.
You are all matching. Shirt,
We are
camera,
matching.
watch.
That matches the green camera, as you can see, which is the Safari camera,
Caralho.
which is my personal camera, of course.
So you use it every day?
I wear it every day, of course. It's a mechanical manual wind watch, so I do have to wind it every 60 hours, but that's what I look forward to. And being a push crown, I can stop the time, I can change the time whenever I like, I can reset it, and I can wind the time very easily.
Yeah.
I don't have to pull out a crown, worry about setting 1, setting 2. I have a push for the date, and so everything is seamlessly easy to use. Very subtle photography nods, but at the same time being conventional and very easy for people to use. One other really cool function is the power reserve. The power reserve is a white bar. These are 2 curtains that close over time, and when you wind the movement, it opens up, revealing the white power reserve.
Nice.
So again, it's like a camera shutter that opens and closes. Instead of an empty and full, like a fuel gauge for the power reserve, we went that extra step further to relate to our photography heritage, but it's also a very nice complication to have.
Nice. Last question. Your favorite lens?
There's too many with Leica, but the one I use the most, I would say, Leica 35mm Apo. It was designed by a very famous designer named Peter Carver, who is an optical engineer at Leica. It is just an absolute perfect lens.
It's the perfect lens, right?
It's the perfect lens. 35mm is the way I see the world.
Yeah.
Not too wide, not too tight. This is always around my neck, wherever I go, around my shoulder. It's my baby.
And it's a one-off.
It is a one-off.
Piece unique.
It is a piece unique, yes. It does feature a nice glow-in-the-dark inscription here, which was done for myself.
Christian, thank you very much for your
Pleasure.
time, for
Thank
your
you. Thanks for stopping by.
for showing us this very nice pieces.
That was my pleasure.
It's Cameron, and hope to visit the Leica museum.
Hopefully we can make that happen someday.
We will.
Absolutely.
Aqui é o mezanino, onde tem mais marcas, Laurent Ferrier, Massenna Lab e Ming, das que eu conheço, né? Porque essa Voutilanen eu não conhecia, Moritz Grossman já tinha ouvido falar, mas eu acho que eu nunca tinha visto. E tem também a Artisan de Geneve. Gosta de Artisan de Geneve? Vamos ver o Massenna Lab primeiro e depois a gente vai lá no Ming. Aqui, Massenna Labs, uma marca que eu gosto muito. Esse aqui é o Old Soul, by Vianney Alter. E eles usaram um movimento dos anos 20 da Minerva, redesenharam para colocar no punho. Não sei se dá para ver, mas isso aqui é um shield mesmo, então é aplicado na safira e o ponteiro de minutos parece que flutua pelo mostrador. Esse aqui a gente viu na Genie Watch desde 2024, crono de regata, é um monopusher e ele muda a cor dessa bolinha vermelho e verde para mostrar que rapidamente que ele está funcionando para o capitão não ter que parar tanto tempo para prestar atenção. I'm here with Jason from Ming.
That's so funny.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming by.
This is the new Ming 3702.
This is our 3702 Ghost, which
Yeah.
we actually presented earlier this year. Today in Watch Time, or over the weekend, we have been presenting our Polymesh, which is our strap bracelet hybrid that is a single piece of 3D printed titanium.
This is so nice.
So the way that we've created this strap bracelet hybrid is you take a bunch of grade 5 titanium powder and with a laser, you build it up layer by layer, and we do it all in one single piece. So we don't add anything, we don't join it afterwards. Even the buckle and the hinge that you see on the other side is all printed as one piece. This strap bracelet mesh will work with any watch with a 20 millimeter lug width. So
nice.
with the quick release pins, you just have to squeeze, this will come off, and then you can swap it onto a different watch.
So comfortable.
Mesh plus watch is less than 60 grams. Next steps from Ming are, so earlier this year we presented the first watch in our 5th generation design language, our 5704 Iris, which also is our first monopusher chronograph that is under 10,000 francs. Next year you can expect a few more watches from that line, so we're going to be bringing back the 5704 with a different dial finish. We're also going to be presenting our first integrated bracelet watch, and we also have a couple more watches that we are collaborating with an artist, and we're really excited to present those new projects.
Nice. Thanks, Jason.
Bernardo.
It was a pleasure seeing you again.
Thank you.
New Watch Alerts do Entusiasta. Essa foi a nossa cobertura das feiras no final de semana aqui em Nova York. Espero que vocês tenham curtido esse vídeo. Não se esqueçam de se inscrever, compartilhar, ativar o sininho. Terça, quarta, quinta e domingo tem vídeo novo. Obrigado e até o próximo vídeo.